All right, and I guess we're back for another week.
That's Dallas, and I'm Camo, and welcome to our Nashville Access Facebook Live.
Hey, you may notice we're both on camera. We got ourselves a cameraman.
Yeah, well,
Hi!
Give me the thing. Give me the thing. Mary Sarah, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, this is so cool that you came along.
Get over there.
No.
Get over there. I'm now the cameraman.
There we go.
Yay, Mary Sarah.
I'm hanging with a star.
Oh, you mean I'm hanging with
No.
the star?
But I like you for that.
Good, I got the approval.
Wishful thinking.
Congratulations on The Voice. Now, you're going to be sitting in with the show. You're co-hosting Nashville Access.
Which is crazy. This is kind of my first time ever co-hosting anything,
Yeah.
honestly.
Kind of is
radio
with us,
and-
too.
So, this is a first for all of us.
Yeah.
There's no mistakes
No,
then.
well, there'll be lots, and that's people that seem to like us in spite of that.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your stuff with The Voice.
Thank you.
Rocked it. You were great.
Thank you so much.
And The Voice The Voice USA airs all around the world, but sometimes it's like really late at night, so people don't see it. So we're really looking forward to introducing you to people in Australia and New Zealand and Greece and all over the world.
I'm excited about that. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever been on like radio stations out of the U.S. ever. Like maybe one in France or I don't know. I never. So this is a lot of firsts for me today.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Now, what was, if you had one big thing you could take away from The Voice, what was it?
Oh gosh. Well, the biggest thing for me, there was a lot of life lessons and learning more about myself vocally and physically and like being on a schedule like it was. It was kind of like a tour in a way, but like in one place. So it was consistently going, always being in the studio, things like that. And so I learned a lot about myself, but one thing I took away was, fans. Yeah. I mean, like my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, everything went up, and like to see the support was insane. I mean, like just to, sometimes even when I was feeling bad too, I would just go on my Twitter and like see, supportive things. Yeah, and it was just, it really is amazing. And still, I mean, I still have them and still, I'm able to see them and tweet them and talk to them and get to know them and meet them now that I'm done with the show. So it's cool. I know CMA Fest is coming up too, so I'll get to meet a lot of them then. But yeah.
What are you at? You're at CMA Fest?
I am, yeah. So I've got a couple of shows doing the Radio Disney stage, doing the Music City stage. If anybody wants to know, they can find that out on my website and social media stuff. So.
And the website is?
MarySarah.com.
One more time?
Sarah with an H, MarySarah.com.
Now, another secret people want to know, what is in Blake's cup?
Don't ask me that! It's water! What are you talking about?
That's right. Well, it started as water.
Oh gosh.
We're going to get to the show. We don't really have any. This is just like the biggest thing of our week. Everything else is like a nap compared to this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, normally it's just him, me, him, me. But now there's you!
Yeah, it's so cool. And oddly, we end up being the camera people too.
Yeah.
So here, you get in with her.
Oh, good,
so,
good.
So we can.
Hang on, I gotta.
There.
Yeah.
You okay there?
I'm all right.
Yeah. All right. So now we're in picture.
Yes.
Smile and stand here and look awkward.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So, well, now I guess my biggest thing about we've talked to a lot of the folks from The Voice that have come through. I mean, like Jake Worthington.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he came and played. We did a thing at the Country Radio Seminar this year, and Jake came and actually played that with us. And it's a lot of the folks that come from because there exists a Team Blake. A lot of folks end up here.
Yeah.
So. We've asked a lot of those standard questions of, how's it like really being, what's your schedule like? What's your day actually like? What I want to know is you came into The Voice and your blind audition was monumental. It really was, because you sang not only a style, but a song that no one's come close to that style on The Voice. And then you come in and go all the way through the semifinals and everything. So was it a tougher path for you to try to stick to that, or were you worried about having to try to do these songs that were not in your wheelhouse?
Yeah, well, Where the Boys Are has always been like a door opener song in my life, and I was really, honored to be able to sing that on The Voice, because like I told you guys earlier when we were just chatting, like it was the song that, like, if I dreamed about going on The Voice, like that was the one song that I dreamed about doing, and it
Yeah.
really, like, while I was up there, it felt like I was in my own dream. Like, it was so weird.
Yeah.
But that's such a good question, because it was, you know, in choosing songs every week, it was like key. I mean,
Yeah.
like, picking your song was like, and there's so many songs out there. You
Right.
have so many options, and you know, to stick to the traditional in the way that I did, I was a little nervous about it because you know, not a lot of people, you know, it's not a big thing these days. And
Well, we've seen fan favorites on The Voice go away early because they start out one way, and then does someone tell you you're supposed to show the world that you're capable of doing all different styles, or is that just something that artists that go onto these shows end up thinking because they get immediately out of their own lane?
it's kind of crazy. I feel like, and maybe that's because the artists aren't like ready for it yet.
Yeah.
But you know, for
Or they
me
don't know
going
who they
into
are, maybe?
exactly, they're still trying to find like you know their route and like
Right.
really what they want to do. And
But you know who you are.
yeah, it was
That's
good
obvious.
because I was able to you know when like recommended songs and stuff from you know like producers,
Yeah.
I was able to you know say no, that's not me.
That's
Let's
not
try
you."
it around here, guys. You know, instead of being like, oh, okay. You know, because it's so easy to just say yes and,
Yeah.
you know, go along with the flow of things that I knew going into it. I'd kind of have to stand my ground on, you know, who I am and what I wanted to show. And for me, I just wanted to show what I've done over the years of my life, too, and, like, what's made me who I am.
Right.
You know, that's the biggest thing I really wanted to show people. And
Well, as we get into the show this week, too, on Nashville Access radio show.
yeah.
As we get into the show this week, we'll talk more about it. But one of the things about choosing songs on The Voice, especially for you, is when you're coming in as, I don't know if a traditional sound is accurate about you, because I don't think that's
Yeah.
right. Because even when you did Where the Boys Are, it was modern.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
it's
Thank
you.
you.
It's like it's got this nostalgic feel on a modern sound.
That's kind of my goal.
Right,
As
well,
an artist, yeah.
Well done.
There you go.
Well played. So, but my question is, when you go in and that's your style, and you know that, you knew that going in. I mean, you've had a duets album with some of the biggest artists that have ever sung country music. So you come into The Voice already understanding who you are and what you're supposed to do. So when you go into a week and someone else is singing an Adele song and then someone else is doing Rihanna and all these big, massive things, how do you maintain your style but still stay in the fight?
You know, for me, I went with who I was every single time. You know, for me, I wanted to go through the whole process, you know, no matter how far I made it, and look back and not, like, regret a single song.
Right.
And so songs like Stand By Your Man or You Ain't Woman Enough, I had done for years in the Opries. And so that was a part of who I am. And I am luckily able to kind of bring a modern twist to a lot of these traditional songs. And even taking, like, a song like My Church by Mary Morris, which I absolutely love, and kind of making it a little bit more, you know, my own. And I've just been lucky to do that, and it's just every week it was a little hard to kind of watch, you know, people getting like Adele and you know amazing artists, and I'm like, oh man, like am I gonna compete with that? And at the end of the day, I wasn't. I mean, my honest goal wasn't to like win and conquer the whole entire process.
Right.
It was to have a great time, love what I'm doing, and you know, by the end of the day, be happy with what I did instead of trying to people please, I guess.
Do you think it'd be an accurate statement to say that this show is not really about winning? Winning The Voice is not what starts your career. It's the publicity that you get from being on the show and what you do while you're there.
Very
because
true, yeah.
I mean, we've seen guys like Daughtry from American Idol that go out fifth or sixth and go on to have one of the biggest careers.
We got like Ray Lynn and the
right,
Swan Brothers
Lynn,
from The
the Swan
Voice.
Brothers have all
Cassie
had hits.
Pope. I mean,
Cassie
she
Pope.
won, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, still, but Cassidy, I mean, she just had the duet with Chris Young and just killed it.
Yeah.
Now she's got a new single out too. So it just seems that when you were on there, you stuck to your guns the whole time. And really, I think America and the rest of the world has figured out kind of who you are, or at least a good introduction.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
we're going to try to introduce everyone a little bit more to you, a little more in-depth, and try to get a little more personal this week on Nashville Access.
And our super pick this week is Adam Wakefield.
I love Adam so much, you guys. If Adam's watching this, I love you, Adam. I just saw him. I just saw him this Sunday at Soulshine. Yeah, well, he plays every Sunday night at Soulshine. He does more like blues stuff, and I mean, you just sit there and you're like,
that boy good. That boy good.
And talk about a keyboard player.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah, you put him behind a piano and he's unstoppable. That guy's amazing.
He always, he would pick up the guitar and stuff and he'd play and be like, oh, I'm not, too good. But he would play, he can play anything. On guitar, on piano. I mean, like, he plays just so much stuff and he downplays how good he is. Like, he really is so talented. And he's one of the ones that, like, him and I really connected through this whole process.
I gotta say one thing, though. My applause to The Voice in America for putting Laith Al-Sadi in the finals. That's my dog!
That's awesome!
I love that guy!
So talented, too.
Oh my God. Yeah. That dude's one of the best guitar players I've seen.
Ever, right?
Ever. Like, I mean, he's crazy. Really up there, top notch.
Yeah. He blew all of us away every single time. Oh, gosh. It was like, there was nothing he couldn't do.
The fact that he made it, even Adam was like, you're in the final?
But
really?
But it was funny because when he first came out on the blinds, you get that kind of America's Got Talent moment with him, and you look at him and you're like, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, and then he starts going.
And then he goes, and
you're talking about the Susan Boyle moment.
Yeah, the Susan Boyle.
That's Simon's face.
Yeah.
And
then he just comes out.
So, first of all, the fact that he was even in the finals.
No, he's amazing.
That's awesome.
It was just everybody on this season. I mean, we didn't know what was going to happen because everybody is so talented. Yeah. And just to see the hard work that everybody put in, and so it was, honestly, we were all happy either way. Like, cool. There was no one who was, unhappy from making it, to top 8 or, top 10 or anything like that. Because we were all just so supportive of each other, which was really cool. Well, in previous seasons, I guess it hasn't exactly, been that way. And this season, we've all, I still talk to Allison. I just texted her the other day to figure out how she is. And, we're still all connected and hang out and, work together and support each other, which I think is the best thing as artists.
I talked to Blake about that a while back, too, when we did an interview. And I was talking. I said, look, I think it's really cool that it seems like everybody that's on your team is just on your team from now on. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he did. It was a good team. It was a good team to pick.
Because Gwen, I can't remember her last name. I'm so sorry. Not Gwen Stefani.
Oh, Gwen Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Yes.
Thank you. Gwen, was on his team, did good on the show, didn't go into the finals, so he brings her out, and now she's out on tour, and she sings background, and she kills it.
She's
and then
amazing.
had a duet with him, and he's very supportive to his team.
He's got he has very genuine people too. Gwen is so genuine. All of them, and it's a cool thing to see.
And the other cool thing is when you pick Blake Shelton, you also get Gwen Stefani.
Right? Yeah, it's true. She's super cute. I love her. She just
she seems bubbly. I've only met her once, and it was a long time ago on radio.
She smiles all the time. I saw her son, one of her sons at the show, and it was awesome. She's so cool. So
that's fantastic.
Well, let's get to it. We got a show to do.
Give me the thing here,
and we'll show you. Okay, so we're gonna see this. We do this
all
the time.
The cameraman shuffle.
So this is us, and there's the show.
That would be the show right there. Here, I can show you on that.
There you go.
That's the show, right?
And then we just have to insert you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's get to it. Nashville Access. We're on over 50 stations in 14 countries. Catch us.